I've had the privilege of working with the Center for Multicultural Excellence and the Native Student Alliance who's putting on this event. You know, it's a great day today. Look at this weather. It's hard to believe. You know, another really good thing for me today was having Andy give the prayer. I've known Andy for several years here in the Denver community, and it was an honor, Andy, to have you here with us. And I especially want to thank you for mentioning the Vietnam vets. You know, many of us served in Vietnam, and you're right. You know, that's often forgotten. So thank you, Andy. Well, you know, Center for Multicultural Excellence. We're here at the university, and our mission really is to promote what we call inclusive excellence. And what that consists of is a focus on diversity, of diversifying this university, and also a real strong focus on climate issues. In other words, making everybody feel welcome and treated well on this campus. You know, this weather reminds me of one of the last times I was up in Montana. I was up working on some substance abuse issues on the Flathead Reservation with the Salish Kootenai tribe. And I was talking to one of the elders named Mary. We were in the middle of a conversation about how to deal with some of the substance abuse problems there on the reservation. And she said, well, you know, stop. You know, Jim, I need to tell you what happened to me. And she said I was on my way over to Billings to the IHS office. Went down to Missoula, got on the plane, and was flying to Billings. And there was two white guys sitting in front of me. And they were talking about fishing and where they were going to go fishing. And one of them said, well, let's go up to Hungry Horse. You know, I hear there's really good fishing in the reservation there. And the other guy looked over at the guy who said that and said, no, there's too many goddamn Indians there. So the guy, you know, paused and he said, well, let's go to Nine Pikes. And the same thing, he said, no, there's too many goddamn Indians there. So finally this went on, 3 or 4 suggestions. And Mary said she couldn't take it any longer, so she said she unbuckled her seatbelt, you know, on the plane there, got up and stood in the aisle looking at them, and looked right down at them and said, why don't you go to hell? There's no goddamn Indians there. Well, there are Indians here on this campus, and they're part of the Native Student Alliance, and we're glad they're here, and we're glad that they're helping to diversify and make this a better place. So with that, you know, I just want to welcome all of you. We're glad you're here. This is a great day. This is a great event. I really like seeing the setup here next to the law school graduation. And I hope you all took part in their refreshments over there. Okay, so with that, I'd like to introduce Mr. Lance Tosi, who's the president of the NSA, and Alex Johnson, who's the vice president.
Hello, everybody. My name is Lance Tosi, and I'm the current president here at the University of Denver. And my Navajo clan is
Hey, my name is Alex Johnson, and I'm the current Vice President of the Native Student Alliance here at the University of Denver. And Lance and I would both like to welcome you to our first annual University of Denver New Beginnings Spring Powwow.
The Native Student Alliance here at the University of Denver is a student organization dedicated to raising awareness about relevant Native American issues concerning the Native American communities, while exemplifying and promoting Native American traditions and cultures.
That being said, I would like to recognize the Native Student Alliance members who have been wonderful in planning and making this beautiful event a reality. So please step out here, guys.
The theme of today's powwow is New Beginnings. It is a celebration honoring and recognizing the achievements of graduates of all ages, but more specifically the Native American scholars who are leaving the University of Denver and on to greater things. It is because of you all here that this New Beginnings powwow is a great reality.
I'd like to introduce our Native Student Alliance Advisor, Joanna Leva.
My name is Joanna Leva. I am the Assistant Provost for Inclusive Excellence here at DU, and I have the honor of working with the Native Student Alliance this year. And I just have to say that in the 8 years that I've been here, I've never seen this group so active and done such a wonderful job pulling this together. So again, I want to recognize the Native Student Alliance. They've done a wonderful job representing their communities, their tribes, and all Native people. I also want to take a quick moment to recognize Miss Stevie Lee. She serves as our Native American Services Coordinator here at DU. She's a graduate student earning a master's degree in conflict resolution. So Stevie, come on up here.